cannons. Glorious, glorious cannons. What are cannons? Cannons are guns. They go boom, they kill people, they're fun. To show you how the turrets work, we will build out a basic cannon and then we will connect it to a turret. So, cannons are comprised, under the custom cannons, the firing piece. The firing piece is like a chamber. You look at it, it tells you all the stats. You have 5 different kinds of barrels. Barrel, high velocity, full recoil. Recoil suppression, low velocity is added to the rounds, and low recoil is added to the rounds, so you get less recoil. Flash suppression, not even implemented yet. It's supposed to add some kind of stealth gameplay, does nothing but hinder your weapons at the moment. Motor-driven barrel, it increases the azimuth left and right movements of the barrel in a fixed position when it is not on a turret. Elevation, it increases the up and down view distance, elevation, you know, yeah. It allows you to look up and down. The more you have is not necessarily good. You only want about 1 or 2 of the motor and the elevations, or they start to kind of drop off. So we'll just go ahead and throw a whole bunch of recoil suppression on here. Chop off the first 2, add motor driven so it can kind of turn, then add elevation to the front. And you can see back here it has an azimuth of 5 and an elevation of 15. So it can kind of go left and right, and it can kind of go up and down, but not a lot. So if you take out the elevation, now it has 8 azimuth and 8 elevation. If you add another motor driven, it has 11 azimuth and 11 elevation. You just have 4 only. You have 45 azimuth and 45 elevation. This will look all over the place in the front. It's going to look pretty funny too. But it's going to be horribly inaccurate because of the look how short. It's only 4 blocks. So it's a very short barrel. It's going to be very close range, horribly inaccurate. The recoil is at 1,000 and we haven't even added anything to it. So let's add some recoil on the end. Now the elevation and azimuth is the same, but the recoil is chopped down to 343. And it also increases the velocity, which makes the rounds go farther, faster. Now, you want to add 6-way connectors. There's up and down connectors and front and back connectors. These have limitations, but they're cheaper. The 6-way connector allows you to connect parts to your firing piece. They connect on the side. Parts being autoloaders. Autoloaders they increase the firing rate for every ammo box that is connected to them. You can double the effect by adding 2 autoloaders connected to the same ammo box. As you can see, they both reduce reload time by 0.75. Each ammo box stores 200 rounds. This one cannon, each time it shoots, takes 10 rounds. So each box will only last 20 shots before it has to reload. So we'll go ahead and add some more rounds. Since this is a stationary turret, it's not going to be moving, so it can be flush. Turrets you want to keep off of the ground because they can get hung up when they're turning. 6-way connectors on the back, and we will make this jut out sideways. And this is all connected still to your firing piece. And then we will add armor piercing. Armor piercing, for every so many shots it will load an armor piercing round into the chamber. Same with explosive rounds. For the more you have, the more often it will load a explosive round shot to the chamber. Armor piercing rounds are blue, explosive rounds are red. When you have an explosive armor piercing round, the world blows up and they are pink. Predictor tells you where you're aiming. Interface screen. You see this screen? Let's say you got this all surrounded and you can't run up to it. What you do is you put an interface screen right here. That way you can see what this gun's statistics are when you're really far away. Gauge increases. See that tiny little barrel? We want it bigger. We want more damage. So you take gauge increases, you attach them. It increases the gauge, which increases the barrel size. gauge increases, increase the ammo use. As it was at 10, now it is at 23 per round. And the reload time is 0.23, and now it will be 0.1. Gauge increases increase the firing time, the reload time, and it increases your ammo use. However, the rounds do a lot more damage, they're a lot heavier, they have a lot more stopping power to them, and they do just crazy tons of damage. Now we will set this to weapon 1, and we will take a gander and see what it does. You can see the azimuth and the elevation because of our barrels. It goes left and right with the azimuth, and the elevation makes it go up and down. It's kind of hard to see. The predictor line is the red or white line that shows where the rounds will land. Since this is a very fast shooting gun, it will be like pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. As you can see, there are some red and blue rounds in there, but we don't have that very many explosive rounds, so you're not going to see a lot of them. There's a pink one. There's another pink one. There's another pink one. There's a blue one, and another pink. And a red. I think you get the idea. Okay, and then you can see that, you know, your ammo is out in some of these now because you've shot so much rounds. So you need a lot of rounds if you're going to have continuous fire. And I can show you the more times that you add barrels to it. If you add a really long barrel in comparison to where it was shooting before, you can see, oh, the elevation's all messed up now. You can see that the rounds shoot much farther, and they travel a lot faster also. So they're good for having, you know, longer airborne targets. To add these onto a turret, it's real simple. You go to your new objects, 360 turret. Precision turrets turn slowly and they don't bobble around. Torqueless are great for space. They don't turn your craft when you turn the turret. As only, they don't go up and down. 360 turret, they go 360 and they walk away. And the 180 turret, they only go in 180 degrees. So you'll plop down a 360 turret, then you will plop down a custom cannon firing piece, and then you'll add barrels, and then we'll push this on weapon 2, and then very, very simple small gun. Like I said, you want to keep it off the ground because of looking up and down, left and right. It will get stuck on things and it will be terrible. So here's a cute little gun. Change the firing. Tip number 2, you have to change the firing piece and the turret. If you don't, you'll have a spinning turret that won't shoot, or you'll have a gun that will shoot but the turret won't spin. Now you have this cute little daisy flower death machine that shoots very slow because it has like nothing on it. No explosive rounds, no nothing. Really weak, really slow. Kind of pathetic. Boom. It's practically useless. It's just bouncing off of the dang thing. Hey look, after like 6-7 shots it finally did something. Oh, it's back. Kill it! Okay, enough of that. This has been a basic demonstration on turrets for the cannons, how to build a cannon. Hope you enjoyed, and the next one will be about missiles. Missiles!